Alright, we are back with some more Higurashi. Shion is straight tweaking. It's a hostage situation as she misunderstood stuff and now she's trying to take back Satoshi. Ire kind of did his like little last stand thing, but it's definitely looking a little rough. But just in time. The whole gang is here. Probably heard all the gunshots and yelling from downstairs, and let's see if the power of friendship will calm her down. Hopefully. You got caught. Wouldn't it be crazy if like Satoko wakes up too? And that's what saves the day? When we entered the exam room, the stuffed animal and shattered glass line on the floor made it clear something unusual was going on. Okay, flashback a little. Couple minutes in time. While Mion was standing looking flustered, Rita-chan suddenly lit up and rushed past her to check on the bed. Despite the disheveled state of the room, Satoto was still sleeping there, with a gentle look on her face. Seeing that allowed us to heave a heavy sigh of relief. Your gun, to be exact. Mion's face looked extremely pale as she picked up the stuffed animal that was lying on the floor. Alright. Maybe they didn't hear the gunshots. I called it. Let's go. Satoko will save the day and also find Satoshi. Which is cool. It was a miracle that we were able to arrive here. The door leading to the staircase was accidentally left open, and the collapsed cardboard boxes revealed a stairwell behind them. When we saw that, we intended to divide the club members into two groups. One for the basement and one for the second floor, but we were all feeling upset and rushed downstairs. Alright, they were all feeling upset? What does that mean? And that's how we got here. Good job feeling upset, I guess. But fortunately that worked in our favor. Rena had good eyesight and was able to see someone pointing a gun at the back of a man in a lab coat over by the door at the end of the hall. Then we ran down the hallway, and when I finally adjusted to the darkness, I could see the man in the lab coat who was the coach, so I cried out. Okay, whose POV is this? Keiichi. That works. Now it's a real hostage situation. Just before there wasn't really. It's more of a stick up. How many bullets does she have left? She shot like at least 4 or 5 times. She can't have a lot left. Even though it was just a warning shot, hearing it in this enclosed space made us all stop at once. Even from this distance, I could tell how distraught the coach looked, and that Shion was holding the gun in both hands with her back to the door, pointing it to threaten us. Not everyone, just technically Keiichi and Rita. Well, Rita for a long time, Keiichi for like a very short time. Mion and Rena doesn't know about it. We actually need Satoko. She's the key to her heart right now. I don't know. I mean, Keiichi's kind of goated at this What's the word for it? It's gonna say it's not de-escalation. That's what I was looking for. I knew it was a D word, but I kept thinking of like de-acceleration and stuff like that. De-escalation.
あれもみんな嘘だったのか。意味わかんないよ。なんでそんなこと言うのさ。
See, now you're making Mion feel sad.
私
Hate to see
の言う
it.
ことなんで信じてくれないのよ。
My goat.
みー、ごめんなさい。僕のせいなのです。
Mion was half crying, and Rika-chan tugged at her sleeve to stop her. Then she slowly stepped in front of us and turned toward the coach.
みーは本当に知らなかったのです。ここにいる中で知っていたのは入江と僕だけです。
And Keiichi for like less than a day, if you want to be technical.
だから他の人たちは関係ないのです。
リカさん。
リカちゃん、あんたもこの悪党とグルだったんですか。
I mean, the coach kind of explained himself that they're just trying to treat him, but I guess it just didn't get through to her.
サトシ
Unfortunate.
君の体をもてあそんで人体実験をしていたこの男と。
That being said, that sentence is technically true, but it's for the greater good.
サトシってどういうこと？あの子ここにいるの？人体実験ってリカちゃん何なの？意味わかんないよ。説明して。
Rika-chan looked back over her shoulder with a pained expression to see Miona and Rena looking confused. See, this is kinda... It's kinda touchy, because we were going to ask them to join us in the Rika defense squad, but this is like the worst case thing. Because I'm pretty sure in like normal situations they'd be just like, oh cool, let's do it. Now it's, you know, it's a little awkward. Lots of tension. Anyways, Keiichi got it. Come on, Keiichi, we need some support here. You can turn the tables.
そうなの？サトシ生きてたの？その部屋にいるの？
Don't go in though.
生きてるなんて言えるか？こんな扱いされて新薬の試験体？
It's a singular drug? Okay.
誰が認めた？
Just
誰が
different
許可した？
versions
誰
of
がそんな
it.
こと言えって言った？
And I guess placebo, but you know, that's not intentional.
あんたたちはサトシ君の体を使ってよくもそんな非人道的なことを。試験体というなら僕も同じなのです。
And Satoko, but I don't know if you want to throw that in.
僕もサトコも
Oh, okay.
試験体としてこのひなみ沢症候群の研究に協力しています。
And to be fair, Satoko doesn't actually know she's being used as a test subject, so that's actually low-key, kind of inhumane, but it's not like they're doing anything crazy. They're just like taking samples and shots, I think.
この病気の実態を解明するためには入江たちの新薬
Oh,
の
okay,
効
so they
能
are
を
just taking
生きた人間で確かめる必要があるのですよ。
the shots. Makes sense. Probably like a better than Satoshi to get like someone who's not constantly in a comatose state to test the drugs. Miona and Rena were both completely at a loss after hearing a combination of words they never expected to hear. I had at least heard about this endemic disease before, but I was surprised to learn that Satoko was participating in the research too.
じゃあ、サトコも？
サトコは知らないのです。もうすべて打ち明けますが、サトコは一時ひなみ沢症候群の末期症状に陥りました。あの子の命を救うためにはこのプロジェクトに参加して新薬の実験投与を受け続けるしか方法がなかったのですよ。
なぜそれを言ってくれなかったんだ？
You know, I don't even think she was allowed to.
それは
To
俺
be
も初耳
honest.
だぞ。
聡子が発病したのは
You
と
weren't
ても
even there,
悲しい事
Keiichi.
故がきっかけでした。できれば圭一やし聡子のことを大切に思っている人たちには永遠に言いたくなかったのです。3年前あの子は新しい父親にどうしても馴染めず毎日の生活にストレスを抱えていました。
それってまさか
She's the eater. Oh my god, you know what's trying to make this worse? Satoto's probably just listening in. Though I don't know, it could go worse. There could be a moment of growth, technically. Rika-chan turned her gaze toward Mion's gazed downward at Mion's question. In order to shoulder the burden of that painful feeling, the coach spoke up.
3年前の綿流しの時です。聡子ちゃんのご両親は彼女を連れてドライブに行きましたが、その到着した先の崖で転落事故に遭われてしまった。警察の発表では柵が老朽化したための事故死とされましたが、私たちの調査によると誰かに突き飛ばされた説が有力です。そして現場近くの目撃情報から考えても、そこにいたのは北条夫妻と聡子ちゃんだけだった。
Hey, that's copyrighted, and you're doing it right in front of Rena? Wait. There you go. That's the original. Too many people are just stealing Rena's line, man. She went through the due process to copyright it. Unable to bear it any longer, Shion cried out.
じゃあ聡子の両親はあの子が殺したとでも言うんですか？言っておきますけど、あの子はそんな子じゃない。いたずら好きだけど優しくて意志が強くて物の分別がちゃんとつけられる子なんです。
And I mean, if she was gonna kill them, she would do like an elaborate trick. Pushing is just too straightforward.
いくら憎くても殺したいと思っても聡子がそんなことをするわけがない。勝手なことを言ってあの子のことを悪く言ってごまかしたりするな。
それをしてしまうのがひなみ沢症候群なのです。
Rika-chan shook her head and spoke in a downhearted voice.
ひなみ沢症候群にかかった人は周りのすべての人が自分に敵意を向けていると思い込んでしまいます。ちょっとした言動、仕草にも疑い、邪推し、不安を抱いて自分を防衛しようと思うあまりに攻撃的な感情になってしまうのですよ。でもシオン、あなたの言うように聡子は悪くありませんのです。あの子はとても優しくて甘えん坊で、それが病気のせいで間違った方向に行ってしまっただけ。それは僕もこの入江も分かっていることなのです。
だから私は聡子ちゃんを救いたいと思いました。そのために投薬と検査を繰り返してみましたが、ずっとはかばかしい結果は望めなくて、それに加えて症状の影響で聡子ちゃんは新しい両親哲平夫婦に対しても反抗的になってしまい、彼らの対応も相まって症状は悪化する一方だった。
It's a very gentle, it's a very gentle way of putting Teppei and his wife's treatment of Satoko. Their poor response.
そして去年の綿流しから数日後の晩、私はサトシ君と会ったんです。サトシ君はもう白状しますが、おばを殺したことを私に打ち明けてくれました。
You don't need to put the "I've decided to reveal this" when you're revealing it.
それでも警察に自首する前にせめて聡子ちゃんへの誕生日プレゼントを買っておきたいと言ったので、私は彼をおもちゃ屋に送迎したのです。
I mean,
So
they're gonna just show.
その
I
ぬい
thought
ぐ
they
る
were
みを
just
飼い
trying to show the scene,
警
but
察署へと
eerie
向か
summary
う
of
途
it.
中でした。助手席に座っていたサトシ君が突然暴れ出したんです。そして運転する私に向かって物を投げたり殴りかかったり、ついには歯をむき出しにして噛みついてきました。私も必死に彼を取り押さえようとしましたが、やがて彼が自分の喉元をガリガリとかきむしり出した時、ひなみ沢症候群の発病を悟りました。それで仕方なく彼を偶然持っていた麻酔薬で眠らせてこの研究所に運んだんです。何としても救いたかった。シオンさんやサトコちゃん、彼のことを大切に思う人たちに悲しい思いをさせてはいけない。でも現実は残酷でした。検査の結果、サトシ君の症状はレベル5。
I was not made a joke about saying that, man, they should have just got Kichi to talk to him, but I don't even think, was Rena L5? I don't think she was. I think she was like high L4. Because L5 is when you're like, but maybe she was, I don't know. I think it's like high L4. Maybe, I don't know.
通常なら予後不良
There's
と
probably
して
some real lore in
マ
that.
ニュアルに従い安楽死を命ぜられる状態だったんです。私は悩んだ。このまま生きていたところでサトシ君に人間としての幸せは訪れない。ならばいっそ。そう思う一方で、今後の医学の進歩という一縷の望みにかけたかった。そのために私は上層部と周囲のスタッフを説得し、彼を新薬の試験体という名目でこの部屋に
It was the smart play.
閉じ込めたのです。でも皮肉ですね。彼というサンプルの存在のおかげで遺伝子情報がとてもよく似ていたサトコちゃんを救い、症状を回復させる新薬を作る手立てとなったんですから。
じゃあサトコが今研究に協力しているというのは。
Well, she's not really cooperating. She's unknowingly cooperating.
研究の対象として扱っていることを
But yes, it is very handy, actually.
非人道的だという批判も甘んじて受けるつもりです。でもそうでもなければサトコちゃんを救いサトシ君をかばう手立てがなかった。医療保険制度が適用されるとはとても思えないこの病気の治療には莫大な金がかか
I
る。
mean, yeah, that's true. Maybe they should add that now for people in Hinamizawa. Get some Hinamizawa syndrome insurance.
だから私は二人を被験体として国の援助を。他に方法が思いつかなかった。
そんな
Shion violently trembled as she pointed the gun at Hiri. Satoshi's illness was incurable. Unable to accept that harsh, cruel fact, tears came spilling out. She cried out while the look of sadness and despair in her face gradually transformed into murderous intent.
そんな作り話私が信じるとでも。騙されない。もう絶対騙されない。あんたはそう言ってサトシ君を手放したくないだけなんだ。自分の地位と名誉と。
Was getting. I mean, I guess he did get a military rank off this, but this shit's like private. He doesn't get any real public recognition for it.
欲
At
望を
least
満たす
I
た
don't
め
know
に
if he
サトシ
knows
君を
that,
利用
but
したい。それだけなんでしょ。シオン、しーちゃん。嘘だ。 みんな嘘つきだ。サトシ君は病気なんかじゃない。そんな得体の知れない病気なんか知るものか。目を覚ましたらまた笑ってくれるんだ。私の頭を優しく撫でて「ムー」って言って笑ってくれるんだ。
As Shion passionately declared that, she shoved the tip of the pistol between the coach's eyebrows. Then she pulled the hammer back and put her finger on the trigger. I'm feeling it. This is Satoto's entrance.
やめろシオン。
Maybe.
やめてください、シオンさん。
She has awakened. The true savior of the story. The chosen one. That voice. Footsteps came rushing over from behind. We all turned back at once. That cry. That girl yelling that out was... Dun dun dun.
サトコ。
もういいのです。
I told you, Toto's the only one who can save the day.
もういいので
As
ござ
per
いますわ、シオ
usual.
ンさん。どうかもうやめてくださいまし。
Satoto stepped in front of the muzzle and spread her arms to protect the coach, while screaming and spilling tears with a sweaty expression on her pale face. Shion was, or rather all of us watching the scene were struggling to grasp what we were witnessing was actually real.
サトコ、気がついて。どこまで？
聞かせていただきましたわ。
Yep.
私の3年前のあの事件のことから病気のことまで全部。
Surprise! Probably didn't want to wait up to hear that, huh? Rita-chan gasped and froze as soon as she heard that, but when I looked at her with her eyes full of despair, Satoto responded with a lonely smile as she continued.
リカが黙っていても気づいていましたのよ。時々夢でも見るんですもの。あの時の思い出は。サトコ。でも皆さんがどう言ってくださろうと、どう思ってくださろうとも、私の罪は永遠に消えることはないのですわ。そのせいでニーニーにも迷惑をいっぱいかけて辛い思いをさせて、私は本当に最悪の疫病神なのでございますわ。
That goes hard. I am truly an awful god of pestilence. Her new title? Satoto the god of pestilence?
そんなこと言うな、サトコ。俺はお前のことをそんな風に思ったことなんか一
I
度だっ
didn't
てな
think
い。
of you as the god of pestilence either. To be honest.
お前は俺たちの最高の仲間だろうが。
そうだよ。レナ、サトコちゃんのことが大好きだよ。サトコちゃんがいるから毎日がとっても
True,
楽しい
very
んだか
true.
ら。
サトコ、村の人間があんたに冷たくしても何もできなくて本当に悪いと思ってる。
It's alright, Mion, she's learning.
でもこれから
Mion
は
is learning.
私たちがあんたのことを全力で守ってみせる。あんたが幸せだって本気で思えるまで精一杯力になってみせるから。
サトコ、そんな悲しいことを言わないでくださいなのです。サトコが疫病神なら、僕は
Hey,
神様なんて信じないのです。
Han, you spitting out a cream puff? What the fuck, dude?
それにサトコと一緒にいる僕はとても幸せなのですよ。皆さん、
Hey, we didn't say anything. Or Shion. Or Irie. Satoto looked so happy. She put on a gleeful smile and scrunched her face to hold back the tears, and then she turned to Shion once more.
私は本当にダメな人間ですわ。だけどそんな私をこんなにも優しく力強く励ましてくれるみんながいる。そしてみんなと同じように監督もこんな私をいつも元気づけてくださったり心配してくださいました。
それはあんたを試験体として。
いいのです。 それでもお役に立てるのでしたら。私の幸せのためにこんな
True,
にも頑張って
true.
くれる人がいる。
Satoto should take the word magician title. She's popping off right now.
だから私はそんな皆さんのためにできることをしたいのです。そして私のことを皆さんが信じてくださるように、私も皆さんを信じたい。ニーニーのことは確かに驚きました。でも私に内緒にしていたのはちゃんと理由があったからだってわかる。みんなが私のことを思いやってくださっていたのだから、私もその優しさを疑ったりしない。仲間も監督も、そしてシオンさん、私のネーネーも。
サトコ。
Slowly, as Satoto said that, Shion was still holding the gun, but Satoto slowly walked up to her and put both hands on Shion's. And then, as Shion looked down at her with a bewildered expression, Satoto nodded with a big smile on her face.
お願いです。
Let's
ねえ
go.
ねえ、
Easy.
一人だと怖くて不安だから、私と一緒に信じていただけませんか。ニーニーがいつか帰ってくるってことを。
あんたはそれでいいの？それで我慢ができるの？
Hey, if there's one thing Satoto's good at, besides making traps, is enduring. No matter how long it takes, no matter how much she believes, Satoshi-kun still may not come home, right? Even if she keeps hoping and praying, her thoughts might still end up betrayed in the end? That's what Shion's eyes were asking. However, Satoto maintained a calm, bright smile and steadily nodded her head.
きっと待っていられますわ。だって私には私と同じ思いで私のことを大切に思ってくださるシオンさんが、ネーネーがいますから。
After hearing those words from Satoto, the look on her face, desperately forcing a smile, even though she wanted to cry. Little by little, my frozen heart was melting, healing. Even though you want to cry too. Even though you want to scream and cry, even more so than me. Even though you want to vent your feelings on someone. Why are you so concerned about someone like me? Hey, Satoshi-kun. I understand. I finally understand. How you could keep doing everything you could to protect this girl, no matter how painful it was. Satoto is our little sister. She's such a courageous, thoughtful girl. Saved. Put on the happy music. Another disaster averted. Both of Shion's arms dropped and the gun fell to the floor. Then she knelt on the ground, sniffling and crying, and Satoto snuggled up to her. Shion hugged her little body and cried out.
ごめん、私。
ねえねえ、ありがとう。私のためにありがとう。
分かっていた。頭では分かって。でも心が止まんなくて、苦しくて悔しくて情けなくて、どうしようもなくて。
ええ、分かっていましたわ。だって私のネーネーはとっても優しい人なんですから。
Yeah, she has her days.
サトコ。
Satoko buried her crying face in Shion's chest. Eventually, Satoko seemed to be moved by Shion's feelings, so she joined Shion in crying out loud for a while longer, just holding one another and crying. Those were tears of a very, very kind-hearted pair of sisters. Sorry, Mion. Your sister status is removed. It might be for the best, though, honestly. It might be for the best. What a chapter, though. All is well that ends well, plus everyone's on our side. Now it's time to prep for Takano. Now it is time to prep for Takano. Oh, well, actually, Oishi still needs to focus up and risk it all, but surely he'll come around in the end. Anyways, we'll end here. I know it's a little shorter of an episode, but it is a great place to stop. And next time, yeah, Oishi, and then hopefully we can start prepping. I'm really interested in knowing what the plan's gonna be this time. We don't know where Tomotaki is. We don't know if he's calling the bloody dogs. And are we gonna go mountain stratagem? I don't know. Let them cook though. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time on some more Higurashi later.